Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another GAVRA Racing F1 2019 special event. Oh, as already we have a little bit of action out on track. Tonight we are at the Hungary GP, which is 4.38 kilometers or 2.73 miles, 14 turns. The race time is official, with a 15-minute qualifying, not the 10 I have wrote on there, and a 45-minute race under dynamic weather. Hey Napula, how you doing? And if y'all can't tell, let me get this off of here as well. These guys tonight are in the Renault 2006. Usually I have a little bit of inside information I did not get tonight. But I do not believe these cars have any DRS or recovery system. And if you can't tell, well, actually, y'all give me 1 second and change these things around here so y'all can actually see our drivers tonight. There we go. And I'll also, before these guys change up too fast, let's see if I can actually manage to go through here and name all of them real quick. Tonight we have AB Techers, Play Dutchie, Natty G, Jojo, Flack, Guillotine, Piero, Met Boy. Sorry for the fast camera movement, y'all. Just trying to get through everybody. Black Country Mush, HTTP Pyro, Rig 123, Before You Die, Rubino, Hugo, Sachedo. Alright, yeah, they always confuse me when they have numbers in there. H4MT, and that's probably the best I'll get with that tonight. Quasim, you should have got an invite. If you don't, I know what would be up with that. And we also have, wait a minute, Napula, you were just in the chat. And we also have the Donkey. I'm seeing a lot of repeat drivers along with a few new ones tonight. H4MT is a new driver. Rubino is a new driver, or at least some that I have not seen. And where did Flack go? Yep, there he is. Flack is in the pit. He is also a driver I have not seen. I always like seeing new drivers. And yeah, I really don't have a lot of... you can send him a message on the Discord real quick. At the moment, I don't really have a way to send him much of a message. I apologize for that. About the only information I really have on this car, y'all, is if you look when these guys are going around the track, they have a grooved tire, and if I understand it correctly, the grooved tire was introduced in an attempt to slow the cars down just a little bit and get a little bit closer racing. But I believe as a side effect, it made the cars quite sketchy. And let me slowly see if I can work my way back up here to Napula. He is running the current fastest qualifying time. Napula setting the fastest time and answering people's questions in the chat. That's a lot of talent, I have to say. Nope, but Play Dutchie is now in the lead with the current fastest lap with a 1:18.96. And if you aren't, or even if you are in the F1 chat, because messages do get buried at times in the chats, Play Dutchie is constantly offering his coaching services to anyone looking to find a little bit of pace or improve or just get a better handle on the cars. And if you've watched any of the races he's been in, I highly suggest taking him up on his offer. And we have Napula in second with a 119.34. JoJo in third with a 119.93. Met Boys in the pit. He has a 121.26. Not much of a spread between these guys as I'm scanning on down through the field here. Guillotine with a 121.59. HM4T with a 121.64 in sixth. Seventh is Natty G with a 121.78. Yes, you can see a lot of these guys are really close. Hugo is in eighth with a 122, not very far behind him. Donkey, I believe, just moved himself up into 10th with a 123. Piero also in the pit, but he has a 123 as well. Piero and Donkey really sitting right on top of each other with a .73 and a .73. Well, Donkey has a .733 and Piero has a .736. Wow, really close times right there between those two. AB Techers in 13th with a 124.72. Rig 123 in 14th with a 124.75. Oh, Rubino doing a few little donuts there, but he's got a 128.05 sitting in 15th place. Yeah, and if y'all didn't notice, we have a fairly full grid tonight with 18 drivers. And HTTP Pyro is in 16th with a 142.87. Flack is in 17th. He is yet to set a time. And Black Country Mush also yet to set a time. Black Country Mush I've seen a few times. He usually, if I remember right, he usually tends to wait till close to the end to set his time. He is actually quite fast. Or still Play Dutchy making himself the man to beat on pole tonight, still with a 118.96. Napula not very far behind. And let me see. Oh, nope, Quazim, we still got about 9 minutes of qualifying left. So you should be able to get in there. Of course, I don't play a lot of the F1. I do mostly just the broadcasting on it. So I'm not sure where it locks you out of qualifying. But if you don't get to qualify, I wouldn't worry about it too bad. This is going to be an intense race, I think. So it should be a lot of fun for all the drivers and for me and everyone watching as well. And yes, if y'all oh, Quazim is got something to say again. Okay, so yeah, I'm so used to the project cars. I think it is as long as you can get in. I believe it's like 2 or 3 minutes left in qualifying. As long as you can get in, you're good. But after that, it will lock you out. But yeah, at least you got in here for the race, man. So it should be a lot of fun for you. And thanks for everybody that is talking to me in the chat and everyone watching. And I believe I would have to look up the dates, and I'm really prone to sticking my foot in my mouth, so I don't want to quote any dates that I have seen. But the F1 Championship will be starting up soon. Oh, let me find another driver that is not in the pit. There we go. We'll sit on JoJo for a minute. I believe he actually did really good last week. The new F1 2019 season will be starting up sometime soon. So if you're interested, go to the website at gavraracing.altavista.org. The links are actually scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now. And they're also in the description below. And on there you will find all the information for the upcoming events, as well as what you need to send Gavra a message. And you can also find, if you want to join the Discord that our man Sig makes and maintains for us, there is a link to that in the bottom right hand corner of the website. But yeah, definitely check out the website. Gavra has been constantly adding to it here lately. I've been going on there every couple of days, and every time I go look, he's added a whole bunch of more stuff. So yeah, keep an eye on it, check it out, and hopefully everyone will enjoy this great race tonight. Once again, the 2006 Renault at the Hungary Ring circuit. I think this is definitely going to be quite the race. Let's check in on Metboy. Metboy was with us last week. Yeah, and there is still. I'll sit on Metboy for just a minute, and I'm gonna pull up some of my information so I can quote this correctly. Yes, next week will be the Ferrari 1976 event. So yeah, I haven't signed up for that. Definitely sign up for it. GAVRA did a great job. He set up some amazing special events here. Let's see, it will be at the Germany GP. So yeah, it's going to be a great race, especially in that 1976 Ferrari 312 T2. A lot of power in that car, a lot of downforce. Huge tires on it, so it should have a massive amount of grip. And I usually have Toby51 with me to make sure I stay on point with all the details and stuff like that. Hey, Natty G. Yeah, Napula, I see you. I'm not sure how the cars really work on car selection and all works on the F1 in the classifications, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, I was just saying Toby51 is my guy on, or my expert on the F1 races. So yeah, when the new season starts up, I believe he is going to be trying to rejoin us for the commentary on the F1 races, so y'all make sure you figure out which one he's going to be in and check him out. Where are you at, Natty G? You're in the pit. I was going to watch you go around since you were also talking in the chat and driving. Yeah. I have to give it to you guys. We're not allowed to do that here. They'll pull us over and lock us up for texting and driving, but I guess there is a little bit of leeway in a sim race. Let's see here. So I'm going to slowly make my way back up here to Play Dutchy and attempt not to get everyone sick with some really fast camera movement. We're down to 3.5 minutes left in qualifying. Play Dutchy still in the lead. So once again, yeah, if you're looking to improve or get a better handle on these cars, Play Dutchy has offered his services several times on the Discord chat. Y'all really should get with him. He's sitting up there with a 118.51. Napula in second with a 118.81. Hierro 119.17. Jojo in fourth with a 119.28. This is shaping up to be an extremely tight field tonight. And like I said, with no DRS or energy recovery system, passing is going to be very tough. So I'm excited to see how they get it done. It appears these cars are actually sticking to the track very well. Before You Die is fifth with a 119.76. Metboy in sixth with a 120.46. Sorry, y'all. Guillotine seventh with a 120.81. Cerchedo in eighth with a 120.88. Natty G in ninth with a 121.23. Black Country Mush, which usually by now Black Country Mush would have spoke up and told me what was going on with the tires, but I believe they only have dries and wets, and he's being a responsible driver and not texting and driving. H4MT, I will get a better pronunciation of your name later. I know that is not how you mean it to be pronounced. Is 11th, setting a 121.26. 12th is Rig 123 with a 122.43. Hugo in 13th with a 122.83. The Donkey in 14th with a 123.73. 15th is AB Techers with a 123.90. 16th is HTTP Pyro. I'm just going to shorten it up just for my own tongue-tying mispronunciations and call him Pyro. Is setting a 127.92. And Flack is 18th with a... oh, he must have had a hard time getting a lap in there. He's got a 202.59. I think we'll definitely see him do a lot better during the race. One thing I've definitely figured out is there's a lot of drivers that are not... they just don't excel at qualifying. I myself am one of those. The time I put down in qualifying will most likely be my race time. So you'll never see me get out there and lay down a blistering qualifying lap and then run a race several seconds later. I don't know why. Just not good at it. We are down to 26 seconds, and I'm going to sit here on Play Dutchie for a minute and mute my mic, grab me something to drink, and get myself ready to call off all 18 of these drivers when they come off of the grid. Oh no, I agree with you, Napula. You know, it is, these events are for fun. I mean, me personally, I can't walk and chew gum anymore. I've just done got to that age, unfortunately. So really, when I'm ragging, I'm giving y'all banter on texting the driver. I'm actually just a little bit jealous that y'all are still able to multi-function. Like I said, me, bubblegum, walking, no good. Oh, looks like the computer may have taken over Play Dutchie's car there. We'll go up here to Napula. And yeah, this time I'm actually going to, oh no, they actually still have 2 minutes. So some of these drivers still have a chance to improve a little bit. But I believe this is going to be about how the field's sitting tonight, y'all. And when you look at it, we have a little bit of a spread from the top to bottom, but not that much. And I think what is really going to keep this race very interesting is you see the top 5 right there on top of each other, and 6th through 12th is right on top of each other, and 13th on down is literally right behind them. So from 6th down is actually quite a close field, and leaving us with the top 5 to actually be very close. So we'll see a lot of back and mid-pack action tonight, and we're definitely going to see a lot of action out of the leaders. And there we go. We will be starting with Play Dutchie in first, Napula in second, Piero third, Jojo fourth, Before You Die fifth, Metboy sixth, Guillotine seventh, Sachedo eighth, H4MT ninth, Natty G in 11th, Natty G in 10th, Black Country Mush 11th, Rig 123 in 12th, 13th will be AB Techers, Hugo is 14th, The Donkey 16th, Pyro 16th, sorry, the Donkey 15th, Pyro 16th. And because I messed one or two people up, I didn't quite get the last ones in. Y'all bear with me 1 second and I will tell you all who is in the back. Actually, I'll have to wait till they get loaded up on the grid. So while we are waiting on the drivers to get loaded up on the grid, yep, we got about 25 seconds. Go to the website, gavraracing.ultravista.org. Check it all out. There's everything from F1 2019 academies, Project Cars 2 academies, new season of Project Cars 2 coming up, new season of F1 2019 coming up. Lots to do. Discord channel is been growing like crazy since Sig got us to make the change over there from the PlayStation community. So definitely check that out. Links in the bottom right hand corner. And these guys are just on their formation lap, so no, I'm not missing it. It scared me when I caught it out the corner of my eye. And real quick, yes, Rig 123 was in 17th, 18th was Black, and Kryptonic is 19th. Kryptonic was super excited, I have to say, on the Discord chat, so I think he's going to have him a lot of fun tonight. And yeah, let me finish with my advertisement for GAVRA Racing. All the links are in the description below, along with a link for the Patreon site if you wish to help support what we do. We are community driven. We're not one of those fancy leagues that has all the fancy sponsors. It is all from the administrators, the commentators, the drivers, and y'all, the watchers, that all give up your own time to make this happen. And so now I'm actually going to catch my breath, grab a swallow of Sprite, and prepare myself, like I said, to see if I can keep up with these 19 drivers, because they're really going to be changing places fast. They are getting back around to the line, getting ready to start off. And let me real quick, we'll go with interval, position changes, telemetry, rid of that, and they should be off. Oh, they're revving. Where's the lights? There they are. Oh, Fleck did not manage to get out on track. Play Dutchy, I believe, is in first, even though it's saying he is second there. Napula is third. Piero's made his way up into fourth. Now Jojo has made it by Piero, and Piero's down into fifth. Sachedo just made his way up into sixth. Nope, Sachedo now in fifth. Sachedo really moving up through the pack there. He's made 3 passes already. These guys are really flying down through turn 1. Met Boy in 7th. Natty G in... Oh, we've got them moving around faster than I can call them, guys. As you can see them in the background there, those guys in the back are really fighting it out. And I'm actually going to switch down there just a little bit if I can. Yep, there we are. Sachedo 6th. Guillotine is 7th. Met Boy 8th. H4MT is 9th. Natty G 10th. Rig 123 has made his way all the way up into 11th. A massive 6 passes already. Hugo in 12th. Black Country Mush in 13th. Dodonkey 14th. Kryptonic has made his way 4 passes up into 15th. I had a feeling he had himself a good time tonight. Pyro in 16th. Rubino in 17th. AB Tickers that is highlighted. He may have... I'll go down there in a minute and see what has happened. And it looks like Flack also did not manage to make it out on track for some reason. It looks like, yes, we are down. These guys are starting on the second lap of 35 or approximately 45-minute race. Cadwell, man, how you doing? Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, this is a beautiful car right here. Yep. Air B4G. I know I'm saying it wrong. Is on here rooting for Black Country Mush. Let me get down there. Since you're rooting for him, I will slowly work my way down there. He has fallen down 3 positions, but Black Country Mush always makes one hell of a race that I have seen, so I think he will not disappoint us tonight by any means. But I have to say, though, at the moment, Kryptonic in 13th, like I said earlier, with a massive 6 passes. Oh! And as soon as I went up there on him, he got nailed with the commentator's curse. So I will get off of him and go up here to another new driver. Rig123 he's made 7 passes already. He's having himself quite the race. He is only, I believe that is 1.5 seconds behind the leader. These guys are really flying around this track. Already on lap 3. I could have swore this track was a little bit longer than this. Could have swore it had 14 turns. These guys are really flying tonight. There we go. Let's move up here to HM4. He is right on Met Boy's tail, looking to make a pass. They're trying to do that. Yep, okay. Just wanted to real quick, y'all, sorry, make sure that I did have this set to interval so I can keep track of where battles are at the moment, because we have Piero, who I'm going to go up there in just a second and check on. Piero is under 1 second from Jojo. Guillotine is 1.3 seconds off the back of Sucheto. Met Boy is under pressure from H4MT, but he is only 0.2 seconds off. Oh, looks like H4MT almost had a move there, but I was saying Met Boy is only now 0.35 seconds off of Guillotine, and Guillotine also only 0.7 seconds off of Sucheto. So right here, this middle of the pack right here is definitely where all the action is at the moment. I do have my eyes on the leader. Play Dutchie up there in first. Uh-oh, Rig 123 is now caught up to H4MT and is really putting the pressure on him, under a half second behind. He's sitting at 0.49. Definitely close enough to put major pressure on. Like I said, no DRS, no energy recovery. In my layman's terms, no go fast button. Passing is going to be very tough, and it looks like all these guys are really on it. Everybody maintaining fantastic race pace and lines tonight. This car may handle better than I thought it did with those groove tires. Fixing to leave the middle of the pack here. Let's go up here. Met Boy only 0.34 seconds off of Guillotine. But I'm fixing to have to go up here because Napula is now closed in the gap on Play Dutchie. He's only 0.97 seconds off of him. So we're definitely going to have to check on the leaders and leave this battle here for... Who all do we have involved? We have Guillotine 7th, Met Boy 8th, H4MT in 9th, Rig in 10th. Yeah, so we have got 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, all basically right on top of each other. I must say, these guys are going around this track quite beautifully. Definitely some very impressive racing out of these guys tonight. Like Napula, well, nope, he's back under the 1 second mark. as Met Boy does go a little bit wide there, but does a great job of keeping control of the car and keeping it on track. F1 cars, very skittish if you get them off track. They got a lot of grip on track, but you get them off track. That's a whole nother story. Let's see, since these guys are in such a tight battle, Napula he's right on Play Dutchy's tail, but he is 0.83 seconds off. I don't think we're going to see a dramatic move. As I say that, he's now dropped another 10th off of that. But just real quick, we're going to grab Met Boy's TV pod cam on the top of his car real quick and get a little... Oh, Met Boy, I take full responsibility for that one. That was a perfect example of commentator's curse, man. Let me get up here to... There we go. We'll get on... We'll see if we can grab Rig 123's TV pod cam and get a look at how his battle looks from the back of it. I was trying to do before I first met Boy. And I'm fixing to go up here in just a second and check on Napula because he is down to back up to 8/10. Still 8/10, 7/10. He is really, really close. The middle of the field definitely split up a little bit right there with Met Boy. Got sideways. Not sure how severe that contact was, or if they have the damage limit set to for these special races. But Trevor usually goes with pretty high damage, and no one seems to have any damage to their car, so it looked like maybe they just bumped tires a little bit there. Yep, and I'm gonna do just like I said, and get myself up here to Napula in second. He is doing everything he can to try to catch up with Play Dutchy. And it looks like we have lost Pyro, Rubino, and AB Techers also. Very unfortunate, but these cars are very, very fragile. And if you wreck them, the race director is very quick to just disqualify you for having a wrecked car. He does not like to give you a chance to get it back to pit. So yeah, very easy to crash out in one of these races. These things are extremely fast, a lot of fun to drive, but man, they are so fragile. Oh, it looks like we have, I believe Let's Play Dutchy and Napula going around Kryptonic back there. Great work from Kryptonic, staying out of the way of the leaders and letting the blue flags pass. Are the cars louder than me? Cadwell? They should. I can adjust that on the fly, but it should be set to where they drop on down where you hear me pretty good over the cars, and then when I stop talking, the volume of the cars will ramp back up. Yeah, last week I just felt I was completely drowning out the car, so I made a little bit of an adjustment. We're waiting. Oh, I see what it might be. I might not be quite loud enough to... make that quick adjustment right there, because I see what it is. I'm not quite on top of my mic as much as... That's the wrong filter. This is my filter. There we go. That should fix that a pretty good bit. Should about take care of it. I think. Or maybe not. I don't know. Yeah. My everlasting endeavor to try to improve the audio, but half the time I just make it worse. And so let's real quick, they are on lap 9 of the 35. Play Dutchy still in the lead. Napula in second, but he is only 8/10 right behind Play Dutchy. Hierro in third, only 6 seconds behind Napula. Play Dutchy and Napula, really their pace tonight during the race is actually pretty freaking amazing. And we have JoJo in fourth, Before You Die in fifth. Guillotine is holding on to sixth. H4MT in seventh. He is not all that far behind Guillotine though, only 2 seconds. I'm not seeing many gaps here at this point that can't be made up with, 25 laps left. Yeah, a lot is still definitely going to happen. Yeah, Rig 123 in 8th. Sachedo in 9th. Natty G in 10th. Met Boy in 11th. Yeah, Met Boy also only, we've got a lot of guys really close here, believe it or not. Met Boy only 2.5 seconds off of his current opponent, Natty G. The Donkey in 12th. Black Country Mush in 13th. He's a little bit on his own right there, but that is usually where you either lose time because you lose focus, or it's you make up a lot of time because you're alone. You don't have to worry about other cars. You can really put power down. Hugo in 14th and Kryptonic in 15th. And yep, Flack is still sitting in the pit. And yeah, I'm going to work my way back up here to our leaders, Play Dutchy and Napula. Napula is, yes, nope, wait a minute. Let me go down here to H4MT. He is under the 1 second mark from Guillotine. So we could see a potential close little battle here in just a minute or two. Yep, he's trying really hard to get that gap on down. He's bouncing back and forth between 1 second and about 0.8 seconds. And once again, thanks to everybody who is tuning in and watching, and everyone that has said hello in the chat. And I hope y'all are enjoying this race as much as I am. These guys are a little bit spread out at the moment, but don't worry, these guys are going to close themselves right back up. And we're actually about at the point we're going to start seeing a few back markers, having to let some front markers by, which also helps close the field up a little bit. Helps keep the battles nice and interesting. Let me see if I can get that lap data up there. So maybe y'all can at least see a little bit of who I'm actually on. If you can't see the name list on the left too good, I am on H4MT at the moment, because he is now 3/10 behind Guillotine. He is trying to make the move, could not quite get it done in that turn. And if you're just tuning in, this is the GAVRA Racing 2019 special event for the 2006 Renault at the Hungary GP. Oh, and it looks like H4MT did make the move down the inside, but Guillotine did take it right back for him. These two are changing places as they're coming through the turns, side by side, down through the straight. So I knew these guys were going to be going at it here very shortly. Guillotine is managing to hold on to his position. H4MT trying to take it down the inside. So far, no contact. Some beautiful driving here. Oh, there we go. Camera guy was a little bit behind. H4MT made it stick and has came out in the front. Guillotine right behind him, looking to take that position back, though. H4MT is definitely on the defense at the moment. He is making his car just as wide as he possibly can. And side by side through the little S's there. Yeah, Guillotine and H4MT are really going at it here. Guillotine has managed to get himself a little bit of a run. Nope. And there's H4MT taking it right back. And during their battle, if y'all have not noticed, there is Sachedo. Sachedo has closed the gap on them as well. We're going to see Sachedo getting involved in this three-way battle. And I believe we could definitely see Sachedo going for a move around both of them here shortly. I think they're going to be too distracted with each other. They may not be noticing Sachedo sneaking up behind them there. Yeah, I definitely am going to have to stick with this and see what happens. It looked like H4MT went a little bit wide there. Yep, gave Sachedo a little bit more of a run on him. Sachedo only 3/10 off of his back tires. I started to say bumper. These things don't have bumpers. Oh, a little bit of tire contact there, though. Both drivers managing to hold onto their cars, though. I saw Sachedo back there. He kicked up a little bit of dirt. I must say that was a fantastic job of keeping control of his car, keeping it on track. That definitely was not easy to do at that instance. H4MT still really trying to put the pressure on Guillotine, but still now 8/10 off of him. Sachedo 3/10, 4/10 off of H4MT. Yeah, Sachedo and H4MT have got wrapped up in a very close battle, and it's allowing H4MT to get out, or sorry, it's allowing Guillotine to get out in front just a little bit there. And H4MT is coming through the pits. It is possible that they will definitely probably burn through some tires during this race. I forgot all about that. I'm going to go back up here to Jojo, Guillotine, and Sachedo, because now Jojo, while the other guys were in battle, Jojo managed to catch up to Sachedo. So now Sachedo is on the defense from Jojo. Sachedo making use of every inch of track there. And Quasim says he has no idea why he was in a BMW, but really excited about this race as well. Huh. May have signed up for the wrong ones. There's, I believe he has multiple time trials going at the moment. Oh, as Jojo has managed to get up there next to past Sachedo and get up next to Guillotine. That's what I get for looking at the chat. But at the same time, I can't ignore the guys in the chat when they speak up. Oh, it looks like Sachedo there getting a little bit squirrely coming out of the last turn. Managing to hang on to it. I must say, I kind of wish I had Black Country Mush telling me in the chat how long these tires were going to last. They are up to 16 laps out of 35. I'm thinking surely they'll have to get tires by lap 20, but though I remember last week there was a couple of guys that never took tires, period. They managed to get their tires to last the whole race. Alright, so the middle of the field has split up a little bit, but see now the front of the field is tightened back up. Napula, 2/10 off of Before You Die, trying to make the move around the inside. Not quite enough room to make it. Now he's going, oh, I was going to say he was going around the outside, but it looked like Before You Die decided to go on through the pits. Let me go down through there. I want to see if he is taking tires. So I'm pretty sure these guys will definitely have to take tires through this race. Yep, we saw Before You Die definitely took tires, but he has managed to get back out on track and get himself into a 4th position. That looked like a longer pit lane, I believe that it actually was. And 17 laps in. Let's look down through here. We have Rig is only 1.5 seconds off of H4MT. Guillotine 2 seconds off of Rig. Oh, there we go. Sachedo 2/10 off of Met Boy. And I believe Sachedo is on brand new tires, so he should, if I have these tires guessed somewhat correctly, Sachedo should have a massive grip level benefit over Met Boy at the moment. As he did go a little bit wide, now side to side with Donkey. Donkey managed to hold on and get in between those two, so Donkey made his way up into 10th. Oh, it looked like Sachedo put the power down a little bit too fast there. And yeah, these F1 cars, definitely you put the power down just a little. It doesn't take long at all, just a split second too early, and it will definitely spin you right around. But in that battle, the Donkey has fallen now 2 seconds behind Met Boy. And no one else is in actual close battle at the moment, though Napula is only one. He is closing in on Play Dutchy. Piero, I'm fixing to go back all the way up here to Piero because of the pit stops and everything. Piero has now found himself in 1st place. Way to go, Piero. Definitely deserved. Piero always puts on a great race. Had the pleasure of commentating on him last season. Yep, and like I said, pit stops, yeah. And hopefully he will get right back out there. He should, from the time he should get back out there before You Die, in 4th and maintain a 3rd position. I believe I remember Piero being on the podium several times last season in the F1 2019 races. Oh, Jaffa Cake says, yeah. He says he's Natty G's friend, but he had a rough start. Yeah, Natty G usually does really good. It looked like he had a really bad start. But no, yeah, Natty G always does. Every race I've seen him in, he does a really good job. So since these guys have changed positions, and as always, I get sidetracked. Like I said, I'm like a dog with a ball. You throw the ball, it doesn't matter what I'm doing. Ooh, ball. So, yeah, Play Dutchy has put himself back in the lead again, but still, Napula only 1.2 seconds off of him. He is not letting Play Dutchy go at all. Napula may be someone who has taken Play Dutchy up on his generous coaching offer. Once again, when you see his performance, and he's offered. It's not something you get all the time. Piero in 3rd. He is 16 seconds behind Napula, but like I said, I remember Piero being on the podium several times last season, and it looks like he's going to maintain his podium position here tonight as well. Before You Die, 7 seconds behind him. So Piero will definitely have to keep his pace up. 15 laps left. He's in a little bit of a pocket by himself. Like I said earlier, very easy to slow down and lose a lot of time in those pockets alone. And also very easy to gain a lot of time. Jojo in 5th. H4MT has made his way into 6th. But he has Rig 123 right behind him, only 7/10 off. Oh, now 1 second. Oh, back down to a half second, 3/10. We're going to stick with these guys for just a second. And hopefully I'll remember after this battle to continue to do the rundown of where everybody sits. Yep, Rig definitely has the pressure on H4MT, but Guillotine is now closed his gap and is under 1 second from Rig 123. So we will have to see, can Rig put the pressure, keep the pressure on H4MT and take it from Guillotine. Just the name Guillotine does not sound like anyone you want behind you. As we can see, Guillotine steady trying to close that gap. Rig had to go on the defense, which has slowed him down a little bit from H4MT. H4MT now with a 1.5 second lead over Rig 123. Guillotine steady closing that gap, now down to 0.4 seconds. Looking at the top, Play Dutchy is maintaining. Play Dutchy seems to be increasing his lead at this point over Napula. Napula down to almost 2 seconds behind Play Dutchy now. But these guys right here, this is where the action is. And especially with 2 new drivers, or at least drivers I haven't seen, I'm definitely sticking with these guys at the moment. They're putting on a really good show tonight. Oh, Rig did manage to get his... No, wait a minute. For a second, Rig had a little bit of a lead coming down the straight. Guillotine now closes up. Guillotine looking to go down the inside. Oh, he pushed just a little bit too hard there. That was a very risky move to try to go around the outside, but sometimes you have to go for it. Because if you don't go for it, you'll never make it. And so, yeah, so we are sitting with Hampton H4MT in 5th, Rig in 6th, Metboy in 7th, Guillotine 8th. Oh, it looks like we have a safety car coming out on track. Natty G in 10th, Black Country Mush 11th. Oh, it looks like the donkey may have crashed out. That is terrible. Donkey was having a pretty good race, I believe, in my opinion. He did pretty good last week. Yeah, it looks like definitely something happened to the donkey, and I believe we're going to see the safety car take over here on lap 23 out of 35. Hugo in 14th, but he'll be going by the donkey here in just a second, and he'll find himself in 13th. So let me get up here to, yep, Natty G taking tires. Looks like a couple of guys may be trying to take advantage of the safety car. Let me see if I can get back up here to see if I did see that right. I am most famous for making very wrong calls. So I'm trying to see if I can find this safety car. Because we do still have the, yeah, there is the safety car. So we do have the safety car out. Toby would know more, Toby51 would know more about the rules on this, but I believe this opens up the opportunity for the other drivers to actually try to catch up. Meaning Napula can literally put himself right on top of Play Dutchy. Piero can catch up to Napula, he can put himself right on top of Piero, and so forth, all the way down the field. They can run as fast as they want until they catch up to the guy in front of them. They're just not allowed to make any position changes at the moment. This will make a pretty good restart, I think, right here. Definitely a lot of action to be happening right here at the end of the race. Like I said, lap 23, 35 laps, 12 laps left. They seem to be going around it very fast. Oh, it's always good for it. It helps change the race up. Get a little safety car out there. You're in a good position though, Napula, but you got your hands full trying to play Dutchy. Oh no, you two have been having a really good race. Yeah, you've been right there on play Dutchy's tail the whole time. Yeah, and just in case if y'all aren't looking at the chat, Napula's talking to us while he's behind the safety car. Oh, Mad Barber, yeah, I missed you too. I knew there was a couple people I haven't seen in here yet. You missed a good bit of it, but we've got a safety car out, and as you can see, these guys are really piling back up on top of each other. We've got first through, I believe that's first through 7th now at this point, or at least first through 6th that have got themselves right back on top of each other behind the safety car. This is going to make one hell of a restart here when the safety car gets off a track. Though I don't know how much longer he's going to stay out there. Looks like Hugo may have been a little farther back than I thought he was. He still has not got the 13th position from where the donkey crashed out. Yep, and there he is. Yep, Hugo has got himself. Okay, so now we can see Hugo is 2 laps down. And I would try to pull up some penalties and see what kind of time penalties and stuff we have. But I know just as soon as we do it, that safety car is going to get out of the way. We can tell drivers are definitely getting very impatient. I'm sure Play Dutchy is definitely starting to feel very threatened for his position with all these cars starting to line up behind him. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I see all 12 cars. Everyone except Hugo has managed to catch up with each other. This is gonna be an amazing last few laps here with all the cars right on top of each other. Safety car still staying out. Looks like he's gonna do at least one more lap. Hopefully he'll get on off the track after this lap. All the cars have caught up. And that'll give us maybe a good 9 laps. I don't think they'll get themselves too spread out. But, yeah, the drivers are definitely going to be getting very, very anxious at this moment, which can make when that car gets off track, safety car gets off track, they'll have to watch their nerves. If they're a little too anxious, they're liable to give the car a little too much gas and crash it right on out, which would be a disaster right here at the end. Yeah, Napula saying, come on, let's go, let's go. And I believe that may have been, yes, I believe that was Hugo that we just saw go by. Yeah, definitely Mad Barber. Yeah, cool. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, the longer that car stays out there, the colder their tires are going to be. So then, while the drivers are going to be really trying to go for it and make up position, like you said, cool tires, everybody on top of each other. A little frustrated from being behind the safety car. Yeah, it can be real important for them to watch what's going on. And yeah, I was saying, I believe that was Hugo Walsh that was going by the safety car there. He's still trying to get himself unlapped, which I hope he can. Come on, safety car, get on off of the track. Look at these guys. They are all piled up on top of each other. The tension with all of these drivers is got to be extremely high. Safety cars off the track. We do have the restart. Play Dutchy managing to get off the line. Very good. Up almost a almost up to a 1 second lead over Napula. Napula holding on to a second. Jojo in third. We've got a battle going on. Piero trying to go up the inside. Piero made the move up the inside around Jojo into third. Oh, looks like the cars were just a little bit too much on top of each other. We may have had a little bit of wheel bumping there. Definitely the middle of the pack is still definitely where all of the action is. And we could definitely see what Matt Barber was talking about there with the cooler tires. It was a little bit harder for them to get the cars stopped like they wanted and get the power down like they wanted. I'm not sure what that was. That may have been part of someone's fin. But yeah, we are back with 26 laps of 35. Play Duchy in first, Napula second. Piero managed to get his way back up into third. See, I keep saying Piero was pretty good about getting himself on the pole. Guillotine in fourth, Met Boy fifth, Jojo in sixth, and we see all these guys right on top of each other. Oh, as Jojo manages to go around the outside of everyone there. Very nice. Looks like the inside of the turn just got a little bit clogged and just opened the door for Jojo to just power it right around the outside of everybody. Before You Die is in 6th. H4MT in 7th. Guillotine in 8th. Rig123 in 9th. Natty G 10th. Sachedo in 11th. Black Country Mush 12th. And Hugo is slowly getting himself unlapped. Way to go, Hugo is in 13th. I don't think he'll get that one lap done, but he has still done really good to get himself a little bit unlapped here at the end of the race. As we see Met Boy now getting around Jojo, but Jojo not willing to give the place up very easy. He's going to try to take it back. Oh, and that may be it. Oh! Yep, Met Boy got a little bit wide, opened it up for Jojo, and looked like the gap closed just a little bit faster than Jojo thought it was fixing to close up. And at the speed they were going, Jojo probably actually really there was probably nothing he could actually do. I was not in his driver's seat, so I'm not going to make any kind of call on that, except to say it was quite likely there was nothing nowhere for him to go or anything for him to do. But it has put Met Boy back down into 6th, but he has a 1 second lead over H4MT. He is very close to everyone else. Before You Die closing the gap on Jojo. He must have got a massive aero grip coming down through there. Jojo dipping to the inside, but then goes a little bit wide. Before You Die getting on the grass a little bit there. We can definitely tell those couple laps behind the safety cars definitely got to the driver's nerves. 28 laps of 35 now. Middle of the pack, definitely where all the action is, though Napula now 0.6 seconds off of Play Duchy. Before You Die, 2/10 off of Jojo. Met Boy only 1/10 off of Before You Die. 5th, 6th, and 7th, literally right on top of each other. If you could see it there for a second, the computer could not even gap the time. It was so close. And why my camera guy is stuck in that turn, I don't know. He must have been drinking a beer. You can drink your beer after the race, camera guy. For now, work your camera. We still have... Yeah, let me go up here to... Oh, these guys have got... Right there, something happened and they did get a little bit spread out while my camera guy was slacking off. Way to go, camera guy. Slacked off, we missed it. We should have... Yep, there is Rig. Looks like Rig managed... He did get off track there. Tires may have cooled off so much that they're having a hard time getting the temperature back up in them. Yep, Rig is going to go through the pit. It looked like he may have been missing part of his front wing there. Yep, Before You Die also looks like he may be missing part of his front wing. Yep, both these guys taking a couple tires, new front wing. Won't take them long at all to get back out on track. Sorry for the fast camera movement, but Napula is 0.4 seconds off of Play Duchy. Will we see him go for a move here in just a minute? We'll have to see. Play Dutchy managing to hold on around the outside. Napula holding on, only 2/10 off. We look on down to the bottom of the field. We have H4MT, only 1 second off of Metboy. Metboy 2 seconds off of JoJo. Before You Die, I would go down there because he is only 0.4 seconds off of Natty G. Natty G's made his way up into 8th. Way to go, Natty G. But I cannot leave this battle right here between Play Dutchy and Napula. And actually, I'm going to grab Napula's TV pod. Oh, wow, that gap does close really fast at the speeds they're running. I believe that was about 141 miles per hour. How fast is he going through the turn? Down to 64 was the lowest. Very fast acceleration. I believe I saw about 135. Low 80s through the turn. What is he going to get up to down through the straight? He is in the slipstream, so he'll have a little bit of a speed boost. 185, 186 miles an hour. Really hitting the brakes back down to, I believe I saw 55 miles an hour there on the braking zone. Yeah. Lots of power, lots of brake, lots of downforce. And that is these cars. I have to say, this Renault 2006 is actually proven to be a very beautiful car on track and is giving these guys some fantastic racing tonight. Yeah, get back off of the TV pod cam. We are down to 31 laps of 34, only 4 laps left. Napula not letting Play Dutchy go. H4MT is only 1 second still off of Metboy. Metboy 3 seconds off of JoJo. Piero's holding on to his 3rd place position. See, Piero is 7.5 seconds behind Napula, but he has a 12-second gap to JoJo. So as long as Piero doesn't get, as I said before, caught in that alone pocket and lose time, he will be sitting on the pole in 3rd. And once again, Piero does a great job of getting himself up there, not on pole, but on the podium. Sorry, y'all. So yeah, real quick, I don't think Napula is fixing to get around Play Dutchy right this second. Yeah, Play Dutchy in 1st. Napula is 2nd. Piero 3rd. JoJo 4th. Metboy is 5th. H4MT is 6th. Guillotine is 7th. Before You Die 8th. Natty G 9th. Black Country Mush is 10th. Sachedo is pulling an 11th. I believe Sachedo also had a bad start. Sachedo is usually in the middle, pretty much right in the middle to the upper part of the field. Rig 1, 2, 3. Looks like the restart was quite cruel for him. Looks like he had a hard time with the restart. He's down in 12th, and Hugo is in 13th. But Hugo, if you watch the video back or you're watching it now, don't feel bad about where you are. You will finish the race, and finishing the race is actually the first goal of the race. It's to finish. It's hard to finish the race, and while you are 13th, we started with 19 drivers. So, I mean, there you have it. You've done better than a third of the field. actually quite a shame to see a lot of the other drivers crash out, though, I have to say. And let me get back up here to... There we are. Play Dutchie and Napula. We're going to sit here on Napula because we know where Play Dutchie is. Play Dutchie's in first, and the camera guy seems to do a better job of covering the action if you keep him on the guy behind. We're down to 33 laps of the 35, so 2 laps left. Napula, I believe, is the only person. Nope, H4MT is also 0.7 seconds off of Metboy. He is in a position, we could see a position change there. Other than that, I believe these guys are somewhat locked into where they are. And I really want to go for check in on H4MT in 6th, putting pressure on Metboy in 5th. But I cannot leave the leaders here, 1st and 2nd, really battling it out through the whole race. Mad Barber says crashing is not an option. Not one that we want anyway. And I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm sitting here watching Play Dutchie and Napula, just waiting to see Napula going for that mad move right here. It's the last of the race. Lap 34 of 35. If he's going to be going for it, he's going to have to really go for it. But as with any race, you go for it too hard, he could crash himself out or find himself all the way back in the bottom. He's having a hard time closing that gap. Play Dutchie is really on it. And if anybody's watching, if y'all want to put in a vote for a driver of the day, we'll call one at the end of the race. I personally, I'm almost too torn to name one by myself. All these drivers have done a great job. The new drivers, or at least the drivers that I haven't had the pleasure of covering before, have done a really good job. Just try not to nominate anyone on the podium. I always do like to give it to someone that is not on the podium, unless they just had, they started in last and finished first, and you can't help but to recognize that. Oh, we have yellow flags coming out, sectors 2 and 3 on the last lap. Napula still not quite close enough to make the move. H4MT is still, he's half second off of Metboy. He's trying to get to where he can make that move, and I really want to go down there and check on him, but I can't. I've got to stick with the Napula and Play Dutchie right here at the moment. These two have been going at it literally the entire race. Piero still in third. Piero has done a fantastic job of getting himself into third place and maintaining that position. And there we have it. Napula and... Oh, wait a minute. Napula ended up in first. There must have been a penalty there that I did not see. Napula won. Oh my God. Napula made it past Play Dutchie because of a penalty, I believe, and took the first position. So we have Play Dutchie in second. Piero third. JoJo's not made it across the line yet. Yeah. Oh, Napula's already on the chat. Yeah, oh, I'm blown away here, Napula. I was always too scared to get away from the action to check the penalties to see what happened, but yeah, apparently Play Dutchie picked up enough of a penalty to negate. You were only about 6/10 behind him. That was totally a surprise. Wow, that was a great race, Napula. So, as we are sitting, let me get back up here, y'all. This thing is very, very fast on changing on me. Napula in a fantastic first place. I do not believe he managed to get that away from Play Dutchie. Play Dutchie in second. Piero made it in third. Metboy fourth. H4MT in fifth. JoJo pulled off sixth. Before You Die seventh. Guillotine eighth. Oh, he had a 1 second penalty. Okay. Yeah, so you kept yourself right in the right spot. So yeah, Napula first, Play Dutchie second, and Piero in third. And I did not get the names up there for the podium, but that is your podium position. Like I said, Napula won with the first place. That was absolutely amazing. Play Dutchy second and Piero in third. Wow, you guys, that was a great race. Such a battle the whole time between Napula and Play Dutchy. Okay, so Napula's saying he only had one penalty and Play Dutchy had picked up 2, maybe. Okay. So yeah, let's see if... Yep, there we go. Napula first, Play Dutchy second, Piero third, Met Boy fourth, H4MT fifth, Jojo sixth, Before You Die seventh, Guillotine eighth, Black Country Mush ninth, Natty G in 10th, Shichedo 11th, Rig in 12th, Hugo 13th, Donkey 14th, Kryptonic 15th, Pyro 16th, Rubino 17th, AB Techers 18th, and yep, that was how everyone finished. I must say that was one hell of a race. For Play Dutchy and Napula to keep that going the whole time was just crazy. That was a great demonstration of driver skills. Yep, and let's see, just so we don't go back to the lobby with everyone else here. I mean, I'm going, but I don't want y'all to have to look at it. Yeah, huge congratulations to the winners of the race. Yeah, once again, Napula with an amazing first place there. I did not expect that. Play Dutchy in second and Piero in third. And great job from everyone else and all the guys that finished. That was an amazing race to watch and cover. And once again, if you haven't gone to the website, GAVRARacing.altavista.org, go check it out. Like I said, Gavra has been constantly updating it. The new F1 season will start soon, so check out what he has lined up for that. The new Project Cars season will start up. The registration will open soon. I believe it will not start until mid to late February. There's going to be a lot of races, and if you're new to sim racing or league racing more specifically, and you want to check it out, see if you like league racing, there's the academies, Project Cars 2 Academy, and I believe Gavra started up a F1 2019 Academy as well. Usually it is a different track, different car every week. It's a great chance to test out your skills, see what cars and tracks you like, what you don't, and see if you actually like league racing, because the competition is, as you can see, is extremely fierce in league racing. It's a whole nother game from the public lobbies. Way more clean, as you could see tonight. Clean racing is at the utmost. But yeah, go to the website, GAVRARacing.altavista.org. In the bottom right hand corner, you'll find a link to the Discord channel that Sig makes and maintains for us, and he does a fantastic job at doing that. And you can also find all the links to sign up and send Gavra a message if you want to sign up for any of the races. Thank you, Natty G. And real quick before I sign off, y'all, all y'all still watching, do y'all have a vote for a driver of the day? I'm too torn to name one myself. I mean, honestly, if I have to pick one myself, I would probably go for Hugo, because he was laps down, he stuck around, and he finished the lap, and he didn't crash out. And like I said, races are tough to finish. I'll hold off for just one more second, see if y'all got in. If y'all do have a vote for the drivers of the day. But yeah, also on the website and in the description below, you'll find a link for the Patreon site if you want to help support what Gavra Racing does. We are community driven. It is all just people volunteering their time to put on the races, organize it, commentate it, and even you guys, the watchers, the people watching, y'all also give us your time for watching the races, which we greatly appreciate. And yep, no, nobody else is chiming in for a driver of the day, so I am going to say I think Hugo deserves it for sticking it out through the race. I've seen a lot of drivers at that point that will quit, So I've got a lot of respect for any driver that sticks around when they're down in a race. So that is it. I am Jukebox73. Thank you for watching the GAVRA Racing special event of the 2006 Renault at the Hungary GP. Make sure you check us out next week, or where is it? Yep, there we go. Check us out next week for the Ferrari 1976 event. Like I said, all the information is on the website, so go check it out. And as you can see right there at the bottom of the screen there, if you want to take part in these events on the PlayStation, message GAVRA 1991 or GAVRA91 on our Discord channel. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it, and have a good night.